Welcome everyone to part 17 of this Montezuma Campaign walkthrough. You're gonna have to bear with me for this video because I am struggling with a bad sore throat. But it is a good time for me to record today, so I want to make sure I get some videos out there. But I do have quite a bad sore throat, so just bear with me. Try to decipher what I'm saying as best you can. And hopefully you get something out of this first part here. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you're building 3 trebuchets from those 2 northernmost castles. You also want to get this wall going from this castle, that is. Make sure you get through about 3 trebuchets would be perfect. That'll speed things up for you a little bit. And we're going to try to take down the Cortez Army right away. You can really jump on them right away, take care of them. It would be nice if you could take down the Cortez Navy right away as well, but it's more difficult to do than the Cortez Army, and the Cortez Army is more of a threat anyways than that of the Spanish Cortez Navy. The reason for that is because the Cortez Army pumps out paladins, high-end units, trebuchets and bombard cannons, which can really disrupt your base, your resource gathering, your expansion, your whatever. While the Spanish Navy only can take care of docks, they can't get all into the interior of your base. So just keep that in mind. So it's going to be very important to take down at least one of these guys early on. I don't know if you intend on taking Tlaxcala out early on, but Tlaxcala should be the least of your concerns, considering the farthest they will get in their siege weapon advancement is to like battering rams or heavy scorpions, so nothing you really have to worry about all too much. So we're going to send our transport ship up here. They snuck in here, so you want to make sure you close this thing off. Probably won't do it, but to start. And you want to send these transport ships all the way west until you meet somewhere like about right here is a good place to drop them off. Alright, so what you can do is you can just send them down here, target this town center.
For the rest of your gold. Surrender now or feel the wrath of our bombards.
And in about so what would be about 3 launches by each of your trebuchets, 9 launches in total, this town center will be gone, and so will the Cortez Army. That is quite a joke. For a final scenario, having the main nemesis go down that quickly is pathetic. It'll take them about 10 seconds before their score starts to decline. So don't panic too much if their score's not going down immediately. Just understand that it eventually will, and then your biggest threat, your biggest enemy is out of consideration right away. So you're gonna breathe a sigh of relief there and just be prepared for anything else that comes up later on. So now you want to get crop rotation because you don't want to be wasting too much wood later on when you get more farms built. We currently have 4 farmers, so we want to get 6 more. And we'll do the same over here. We need to get 6 more lumberjacks if we can afford it. Not quite.
What are these strange weapons? A gift from the gods?
No. Rather, a gift from Admiral Yi's son, I would say. So, what you see there is 3 elite turtle ships, which are one of the Korean unique units, which is a great addition for you. You'll be able to take down a lot of the...
We demolished the southern causeway to slow the Spanish advance.
You'll be able to take down a lot of the, the Spanish Navy, Cortez Navy with these turtle ships. You can just plop them over here, do a little blockading, little Vicksburg action, and don't be too concerned about these units attacking the stone wall. That stone wall is kind of a deterrent more than anything else. As long as you have your own wall right here, you'll be able to bottleneck the enemy units that come to you. Alright, so just target any farm that appears to be neglected, not being farmed, essentially. So we're gonna have to build a couple more farms most likely, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. And just keep monitoring. You want to get some more people to gather stone. So once you get the ability to do that, you probably want to build a couple farms over here. I like to build it over here just because I do. Don't ask me why. I like to have rolling farms, and so we'll check on that in a second. Alright, so these guys not getting to work. Don't build a lumber camp, as you don't need any more upgrades, which is nice. And build another transport ship to be a little decoy for you as you send this initial transport ship down to Tlaxcala. I don't guarantee anything in terms of getting rid of Tlaxcala right away, but you can get rid of their town center, which unfortunately doesn't. Freaking kidding me. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Try to take down this initial Cortez Navy assault, get rid of these cannon galleons to start off with. And ideally, you don't want this to happen. This is not the ideal situation here. Alright, so we're going to have to retreat or something. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Alright, looks like we may lose a turtle ship. Holy crap, we did. Alright, so I am not in a good situation here. I'm just going to send my transport ship down there anyways. You don't really want to run into... I'm screw running away. I'm just going to try to salvage one turtle ship here. The thing about turtle ships, they have awful range. So therefore, your turtle ships will not be able to outrange the war galleys that you'll run into, the galleons that you run into, and they will eventually die like that. So we're just gonna have to play little taps in commemoration of their valiant assault. And we want to pump out some more villagers now to aid the stone mining cause. So about 6 of those guys will help out to initially. And as long as you get those cannon galleons out, you'll be okay. We can deal with galleons for right now. It's not a huge loss, but it is kind of an inconvenience losing that those turtle ships, because they are just kind of a morale booster for you. So I didn't even go to this. The objectives are to defeat Tlaxcala, Spanish Army, and Navy. It's just kind of one of those scenarios. It's optional to defend the wonder that you have. I don't believe it does anything. I don't exactly know actually what it does, but it's like a morale booster possibly. Alright, so we're going to try to take down this town center to start off with here. Click on it, they don't really say anything. Alright, so this siege ram is kind of concerning, but make sure you go for these guys. Excuse me, had to sneeze there. Not feeling too great right now, but oh well. Try to get this video out for you guys. It won't be the most enthusiastic video, but hopefully you understand why. Alright, so basically this is just a sacrifice for us right now. Got rid of this initial town center, and hopefully that will get in their way, fester them for a little while. Alright, so I want to check out. Alright, so I have a good amount of farmers. Alright, so what I need is some more gold miners, because I'm slipping in that category. So make about 7 more villagers. And might as well get chemistry right now to support my castles. What I'm doing here obviously is I'm garrisoning up over here. That'll aid this castle in taking down Tlaxcala's units. Who cares about this wall? It won't really do anything to help you or to hurt you. And Tlaxcala does have a couple castles here. A castle there and a castle there. So we can't penetrate them quite yet. The thing about the Cortez Navy, they do produce some conquistadors on their mainland, but they really don't use them. You're not going to have to worry about conquistadors or halberdiers coming on the mainland and hurting you. So don't worry about that getting hit by the blue guys on this central part of Tenochtitlan. They will just send their navy from time to time and eventually they will run out of resources. And the nice thing about taking on the Cortez Army is that it makes it a little bit easier for us to get spies, and we get to use the extra resources that they would normally use for themselves. Alright, good. We only got one idle villager, got gold people working away. And this gold patch over here is ours. There's already a mining camp built there for us. And if you don't send any units over there other than villagers, it won't be discovered by your foes, so you can safely and soundly acquire all the gold you need from that island. Alright, so we're just going to take down the siege ram before it does damage on my main wall. And we really put a hurt on the Tlaxcalans for right now. I'm not sure what time frame it is that they rebuild the town center, even if they do rebuild the town center or not. You already have murder holes. There are a lot of technologies you already have, so you don't have to worry about beefing up your units or your structures in that way. You got all your economic upgrades taken care of as well, and you might want to build a castle over here. You can destroy these houses as your population limit is at a measly 75, and building a castle in their place will even replace them, and it won't make a difference if you don't replace them. So just wait for those remaining units to get down there. And just we're going to be gathering resources for right now. I want to get shipwright, so I'm holding out with food until I can get shipwright, because I am going to be making a little bit of a navy just to fend off some of the threats that I get from the Spanish army or Spanish Navy, Cortez Navy. So we have an extra farm that we don't need apparently. I'm going to queue up some farms in their place, and I'm going to get shipwright now. I'll be primarily focusing on Jaguar warriors. I'm not going to. If you don't take down the Cortez Army, you're going to have to focus on Eagle warriors to take down the trebuchets on this bridge, kind of like Pax Mongolia. You're going to need quicker units to get to the siege units, like bombard cannons and trebuchets. But fortunately for us, we don't have to worry about the purple guys, so you're not going to need to make Eagle warriors. So that'll put a little bit more gold and food in your pocketbook. You can make arbalists later on, but only make them if you know you're going to assault Tlaxcala. They don't really make too many crossbowmen, so don't go with the elite skirmisher to do an assault for you. Transport ships. You want to get careening as well. That'll allow you to chase down some of the Cortez Navy units a little bit easier. And I'm going to send this girl over here to build a castle for me. It's a good spot right next to the water. This is a good spot to put your navy as well. Cortez Navy will send a lot of fishing ships down here to try to acquire some food. Ideally, you want to have those turtle ships in place to take care of those fishing ships, but you saw them go down. And I do really have to blow my nose quite badly. It is very itchy. Alright, so siege engineers are also something you can get. Alright, get these upgrades. Get them out of the way for right now. And I have to wait a little bit for a dry dock, not careening, my bad. And there we go. I was waiting. Okay. That's okay. Don't really need that transport ship. So, just keep working away. Let me check out. Alright, the miner situation is good. That's a burning dock, if I've ever seen one. And this wood source is good, but you might want to be able to branch out over here to Cortez Army's strip of land. Doing so, though, puts you at risk of being attacked from the Tlaxcalans from over there. So make sure you get rid of Tlaxcala first before you do something like that. So I'm going to check spies. Should be at about its maximum for right now. It's still quite a hefty amount of gold. But hopefully we can account for that. They should have taken down all their market as well, so we probably won't be able to trade with the
You are postponing the inevitable. The time of the Aztec Empire has passed. Look to us as your new rulers.
Usually at this time, the Cortez Army sends in their first major assault of paladins, conquistadors, trebuchets at you. But they're not existing, so we won't have to worry about that stress. Don't worry about any of these upgrades. You can destroy any barracks that you have if you don't need it. Same goes for this guy, the siege workshop. I really don't value those two structures in this scenario. And it's good to know your purpose. It's good to know what structures and units that you're going to be using that'll save you economically, and it'll give you a militaristic direction throughout the scenario, which is nice to just have in your head to be nice and organized. So make sure to queue up more farms. You can go with these monk upgrades. They are pretty cheap other than these two guys. Faith, once again, is probably the only useful one. So dry dock is almost up, and then we'll go with the fast fire ship. Are you done? Yes, you're done. Good job. And you can just scour the coastline for good places to put your castles. You can send her back here in case she needs to do some repairing. And we got a transport ship now. We'll just transport these guys over to this gold patch over here, and we'll use that up for right now. I'm going to get this upgrade because I'm going to eventually probably use it. It'll help me out a little bit later on, taking out some of Tlaxcalan infantry. And they're going to deplete their gold, so you want to make sure that you use up this gold over here as well. So to do that, I'm going to send a Eagle Warrior over here. Eagle Warriors are more expendable than your Jaguar Warriors for right now, because you're going to be using your Jaguar Warriors to do your own bidding in war. And I don't know where you're going. Do not know where you're heading off to. So, get back in the swing of things. What are you doing? Seriously. You're giving me a scare here. Got mindless villagers. I thought that was one of the better things about the Conquerors expansion, is that they actually made intelligent villagers. Alright, so I'm going to send this Eagle Warrior first over here and get those turtle ships. Oh wait, no. I would have had 3 different animals on my side: jaguars, eagles, and turtles. Now I only have 2. And I don't have the Sea of Worms on my side either. So I guess the only other animal-based unit would be a cobra, and I'm not going to be cheating in that area. Okay, so we're going to check to see what's remaining, if there's anything left. There's a market there. I highly doubt it, though. I'm just going to scout out with him, and then you can send these villagers over here. No problem. You got a villager remaining still with supremacy. Pretty cool. Got some houses left. We'll see what resources they've left for me to what is it called? To prey on, to scavenge off of. I'm like the vulture right now, throwing in some more animals here. Okay, so let's see what we can take care of. It's too far away to hit these guys. Alright, so they have 2 cannon galleons, unfortunately. You might want to throw some elite skirmishers over here, and hopefully these cannon galleons get close enough to me. Beautiful. So whenever you get the opportunity, take down the cannon galleons that are closest to you. They're your biggest threat. Obviously, they can actually take down a castle. And I'm losing farms left and right, I believe. No, fish traps. I can deal with that. Fish traps are kind of expensive. Just get rid of this initial assault. I have an idle villager somewhere besides you guys. Need to send you back to get some stone. Got about a minute left. That's my idle villager. That's my idle villager. I'm gonna rebuild this castle a little bit. And no, that's not really what I want you to do. And you can see right here, there's a hefty amount of wood that you will need, considering you only have one wood patch on your entire island. Or I guess it's an island connected. It's like Key West, I believe. So let's see, they got some more villagers chilling out here. You had so much going for you, but you had to take the easy way out and declare defeat on yourself. So I'm just going to scout the rest of this out off screen. And thanks for watching part 1 and part 17. And sorry about the voice. Hope this helped though.